2 Chronicles 4 Moreover, he made an altar of brass, 20 cubits the length thereof, and 20 cubits the breadth thereof, and 10 cubits the height thereof. Also he made the molten sea of 10 cubits from brim to brim, round in compass, and the height thereof was 5 cubits, and a line of 30 cubits compassed it round about, and under it was the likeness of oxen, which did compass it round about, for 10 cubits, compassing the sea round about. The oxen were in 2 rows, cast when it was cast. It stood upon 12 oxen, 3 looking toward the north, and 3 looking toward the west, and 3 looking toward the south, and 3 looking toward the east. And the sea was set upon them above, and all their hinder parts were inward. And it was a handbreadth thick, and the brim thereof was wrought like the brim of a cup, like the flower of a lily. It received and held 3,000 baths. He made also 10 lavers, and put 5 on the right hand, and 5 on the left to wash in them. Such things as belonged to the burnt offering they washed in them. But the sea was for the priests to wash in. And he made the 10 candlesticks of gold according to the ordinance concerning them. And he set them in the temple, 5 on the right hand, and 5 on the left. He made also 10 tables, and placed them in the temple, 5 on the right side, and 5 on the left. And he made 100 basins of gold. Furthermore he made the court of the priests, and the great court, and doors for the court, and overlaid the doors of them with brass. And he set the sea on the right side of the house eastward toward the south. And Huram made the pots, and the shovels, and the basins. So Huram made an end of doing the work that he wrought for King Solomon in the house of God, the 2 pillars, and the bowls, and the 2 capitals which were on the top of the pillars, and the 2 networks to cover the 2 bowls of the capitals that were on the top of the pillars, and the 400 pomegranates for the 2 networks. 2 rows of pomegranates for each network, to cover the 2 bowls of the capitals that were upon the pillars. He made also the bases, and the lavers made he upon the bases, 1 sea, and the 12 oxen under it. The pots also, and the shovels, and the flesh hooks, and all the vessels thereof, did Huram his father make for King Solomon, for the house of Jehovah of bright brass. In the plain of the Jordan did the king cast them, in the clay ground between Succoth and Zeradah. Thus Solomon made all these vessels in great abundance, for the weight of the brass could not be found out. And Solomon made all the vessels that were in the house of God, the golden altar also, and the tables whereon was the showbread, and the candlesticks with their lamps to burn according to the ordinance before the oracle, of pure gold, and the flowers, and the lamps, and the tongs, of gold, and that perfect gold, and the snuffers, and the basins, and the spoons, and the firepans, of pure gold. And as for the entry of the house, the inner doors thereof for the most holy place, and the doors of the house, to wit, of the temple, were of gold.